I can do that.
Yes.
Are we gonna get going soon?
That's all I needed to hear.
We are.
And we're back with another episode of Gamer Flavor.
I'm gonna taste this shell.
Taste her rear end.
Sorry, Frank.
That's what I'm into. Eating
Put my
butt.
face in it.
Huh? Oh my god! Did you see that guy? Yes. Get him, dog.
Dog came crashing through the plaza, knocking over walls, and I think he's looking for Alex. He seems to have it set in his head that she's in the Citadel.
Larry,
I
you
figured
son
Alex
of a
wouldn't want him
bitch.
getting any deeper in trouble, but hell,
It's-
you try stopping him.
Come on. That son of a bitch.
Hey, dog! You really can't get through that way.
Oh, dog. What are you doing?
Not skipping leg day, that's for sure.
Well, I'll be damned. I think he wants you to go through, Gordon. You better hurry.
You want me to go through? What you want? You a good boy? Where's your good boy?
And if you see Dr. Breen, tell him I said.
Okay. Need to hear that story later, Barney. Our benefactors.
You're a benefactor.
Well, I think this is a dead end. That's it. That was Half-Life 2. What is this? Ooh! Protect me, science!
I believe in a thing called science. Just listen to the rhythm of my science. There's a science, we can science it now. We'll be science until the sun goes down.
Oh god.
I believe in a thing called science.
Stop drilling, you've struck oil.
Cause science!
No! What? No! Science hath betrayed me. Oh, that's what it was. Oh, good. I thought it was science's fault.
How dare you? In the name of science.
In the name of science. One night in the name of science.
Yo, 1 2 1 2, the science crew, let's go. Let's go. I don't have anything queued up in my brain or like at all to continue that, but you know, for a second I sounded like I was gonna.
I like coffee and tea. Don't step to me. I lost it. Alright, let's see. Oop. You know, it's so funny to me that no matter where I am, it always ends up taking me where I'm going. Where I mean to go, you know?
Is that like a philosophical life thing that you're getting at? Like,
No,
no
it's
matter
just,
where you are, you end up where you need to go?
I like Austin Powers. He goes, "Hey, there you are." He's like, "Do I know you?" "No, but there you are."
Yeah, those movies aged very well and are still worth a watch today.
Oh, absolutely. We need a fourth one. Let's not do any new ideas. We already know what works. Oh, you're telling me I can get inside this thing? Well, let's do it.
My God. I mean, my science.
There you go. This was a mistake.
I watched a really terrible 20-year-old movie the other day. It's called Ready to Rumble. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
I don't think so.
It's a movie made in 2000 starring David Arquette.
I remember him.
He and a friend are just wrestling fans. And
Isn't this
they
about
think,
that old wrestler who they're a big fan of?
Yeah, he's the king, or he's king, and he like gets betrayed and the belt's stolen from him, and because wrestling's so real, they go.
Oh, is it
and
real
save
in this? Oh God,
It's
what's
hard.
happening?
That is some scary stuff. It's
Poor
hard to
little
tell,
Tink Tink.
man. It's really hard to tell. Part of the propaganda of the movie is probably to make some people believe that some of wrestling is real. I could not tell if their whole point was that wrestling was fake or real, because like in the beginning, the king is in a wrestling match, which is supposed to be choreographed fight,
Yeah.
and then he gets betrayed and he starts really getting fought. But some of the moves that happen while he's betrayed are wrestling moves that he had to help with to make them get pulled off. But he was getting hurt from them because he was betrayed. Like, you know what I mean? It didn't make any sense.
Sure.
I'm like, what the hell is happening? Is he being betrayed or not? And I thought at the end of the movie, if we found out the wrestler, the king, was actually in on it the whole time and it was all just a work and was all fake, I'd have thought that would have been a way better movie.
Doesn't it end with a freeze frame of him like some old dude jumping off the top of a ring onto somebody? I'm thinking of The Wrestler, I think.
Yeah, because this ends with them going and like taking a guy who worked at a gas station who thought wrestling sucked and said it at the beginning of the movie. They take him, throw him through his glass door, destroying his place and probably hurting him immensely. Then they get into their truck and drive away, and in the back of their truck is an old man who was a wrestling trainer in a jacuzzi with two women.
Oh.
End of the movie.
That's the end of the movie?
Yeah, that's how you get to the credits, bro, right there.
Okay. So what is this place?
I don't know.
How did they make those Tink Tink slaves?
I really like how different this is from what we've been seeing for the last couple hours.
Yeah. Oh, dead end. Don't drop
You know
me.
what? This reminds me of my time at MIT, actually.
Ooh, how nice.
Neat. Take a step. Make a wish. Unregistered weapons.
No! No!
Oh!
My weapons!
my
Not the
God.
gravity gun.
You'll be okay, buddy.
Oh, thank
There it
goodness.
is. Oh, I've been waiting for you to get this.
Hell yeah. Thought you could out-science me, you stupid bitch?
This is Dr. Freeman. At last. I wish I could say this was a pleasant surprise, but it's neither a surprise nor, as you will surely agree, very pleasant. Well, I am nothing if not pragmatic.
What a douchebag. Let me at him.
I can't wait to strangle him. I can do that?
Yes. This is the main spoiler from the girlfriend reviews covering Half-Life that I didn't
I'm
want
so
you to see.
glad I didn't know. This is just amazing. Bye-bye.
That's pretty good. Here, mark these guys, and then maybe next time. I don't know how long it's been. The times have all gotten screwed up.
I don't think it's been that long. Because it was right before the chapter.
This place looks way cooler than the Apocalypse where we've been in forever.
Maybe we should
I
just
mean, if
side
you're
with the
sure.
aliens. Come at me, bros. This is the best thing ever.
Well, Dr. Freeman, under other circumstances, I like to think we might have been able to work together in an atmosphere of mutual trust and respect. Certainly judging from your brief tenure at Black Mesa while I was its administrator. Promise of becoming a valuable and
Blah, blah, blah,
contributor
blah,
to the
blah.
scientific process. And yet, I'm not sure what spurred you to it.
Science!
But there is...
Did you say science?
Oh shit.
How dare he invoke the name of science? Blasphemy.
Dude, you should just record a bunch of audio of us saying next time on Gamer Flavor, and then welcome back to Gamer Flavor, and then just cut it in whenever.
That's an option.
Be hilarious.
Oh wow, that was nasty. Oh, oh man, that feels good. A little too good, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I figured you would turn into a monster. That's the thing that caused that power outage in Men in Black.
Oh yeah, we've got them all over the place here.
I like how they just had it sitting out for anybody to touch, but then they get mad at Will Smith.
Right, say something, right?
Well, just don't have it out like that. Like, you know what people have out? Stuff that you're allowed to touch. Except for towels. For some reason, sometimes there are towels that you're not allowed to dry your hands with, versus the
Those are
towels
for
that you're
looking.
allowed to dry your hands with.
Those are looking towels.
Well,
What, were
those
you
are-
raised in a barn?
No, I am aware of these towels. I'm saying they're the exception to the rule. For some reason, they are put out but are not meant to be touched.
Sounds to me like you don't like looking towels very much. That might be the least American thing I've ever heard.
Yo, my looking towels are red, white, and blue.
What, the French flag colors? Disgusting.
Your mentors are hardly to blame. Of course, my disappointment in Eli Vance and Isaac Kleiner is far greater than my sorrow
Fucking
over
Sean
your unfortunate
Connery,
choice of a
bitch.
career path. In a way, I suppose you could not have done otherwise. Who knows what seeds of iconoclasm they planted when you were young and gullible. But while they certainly share a great part of the responsibility for the recent troubles, it is you alone who have chosen to act with such willful disregard for humanity's future.
Man,
He just wants us to build whale spaceship warships? Is that what he thinks is good for us?
oh no, he said a lot of words. I said that in a business meeting once.
It did?
Yeah, this guy was trying to sell me this stuff, and he told me a bunch of stuff, and at the end, I was just like, he had overwhelmed me with information, so I said, you sure did say a lot of words. And, you know, he might have thought I was making fun of him. But that was my reaction to his pitch.
And then he left and killed himself, so how do you feel now?
Yeah, Zach Morris is trash.
They really shouldn't have let me keep this gun.
Yeah, you're a monster.
I know. Feels great. Oh, come on. Oh, oh. It's jazz.
Sorry.
No, you're really good at it. Keep going.
And that's when I knew. That's when my calling was born.
I love those balls.
Alright, so I told you I watched that terrible 20-year-old movie with David Arquette. I also watched Walk Hard, Dewey Cox, The Untold
that's the
Story.
best movie.
Like, for the first 30 minutes of the movie, every single line is a quotable line. It's a line that I quote. Like,
I'm Dewey's 12-year-old girlfriend.
every single line, yeah. Like, it's such a stitch. Like, the devil has hands, and he uses them for holding. Wrong kid died.
Later on in the movie, when he's just like moving hay from left to right, and he's like, wrong kid died.
No, and then at the spoiler alert, at the end, he accidentally cuts himself in half. And he's like, now I see how easy it is to accidentally have somebody. That's a pretty bad case of being cut in half.
We can't attach the top half to the bottom half.
We ain't scientists, Doc. Speak English. Mama, I can't smell nothing.
Oh, you gonna smell blind. She's just so ready with that. The funny thing is, you can actually go smell blind from Corona.
Oh, is that the funny thing? Is that the funny thing that happened to a coworker of mine? So I had to go get a COVID test a couple weeks ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was terrible.
For the coworker or for you because you had to get a test?
For me. Fuck her.
Oh, okay.
Bitch. Fucking bringing the corona into my life? No. The only symptom she had was the smell blindness.
For now.
No, she's like about to be out of quarantine. I think I get to see her next week.
Oh yeah, but even after, you could still have symptoms.
No, if
It's
she...
a crazy thing.
Well, that's the thing is I learned a lot of what they're saying now because I had to go take that test, which came back negative. Thanks for asking. If she gets symptoms, she has to go back into quarantine.
I thought not.
Interesting.
Yeah, if she experiences symptoms, like she can't come to work until 3 days after stopping experiencing symptoms. For me, if I had gotten a positive test, I had no symptoms the whole time. If I had gotten a positive test and never had symptoms, they told me a date that I could go back to work and be good. Just if I had no symptoms, or like if you ever get symptoms, that goes completely away.
That's crazy. It's just so weird, like, how we don't... Well, of course we wouldn't know much about it because it's new, but it's weird being in this whole situation.
Sure.
Keep feeling like it'll go back to normal soon, and then here we are, 6 months later.
Laid the foundation for humanity's survival. And not as we have narrowly defined ourselves, but as something
After
greater than we
Dewey
could
Cox
ever
goes smell blind,
imagine.
his mom is like,
Something
"Here, go
we
to
can
the
now
store and
only
get us a
begin to
candle.
glimpse.
We're gonna light us a candle tonight."
This looks like This looks like a thing coming.
She died listening to your song.
She was dancing to your music.
What a good movie. Why you just run right in, huh?
Well, what else am I gonna do? There's one way to go, and they're in the way. Oh, I can do this? Okay, that wasn't the thing to do. Well, maybe next time on Gamer Flavor?
Give that shit a try again. Fuck you, Connery.
Narrowly defined ourselves, but as something greater than we could ever imagine.
Talk to me, alien
Something
daddy.
we can now only begin to glimpse.
Begin to glimpse you.
It's that, polar bear white butthole hair.
Anyway, sneak up on these guys.
Next episode. Alright, yeah, let me just sneak up on him, walking right down the middle.
Lights on you.
Next episode on Game of Flavor. Taste the Freeman?
Nice. Taste my Freemans.